Welcome to Bumpdate 19 weeks.
I told you. Told you.
How did I not notice this before?
Oh my god!
I see yours.
Oh, I see yours. Funny here.
That's your blooper. Any new symptoms? I would say I'm still feeling great. However, I know people have noticed on Instagram and just me in general, like I'm just I have shortness of breath. It's mostly after I'll like walk up the stairs one time, or I'm like hauling something or talking for a long time, so you might notice that I'm like out of breath after talking. It's very common, so I'm definitely not alone, but I know that some people are like, they're like, are you having breathing problems? So that would be a new symptom. Otherwise, I have felt so much like stretching and tightness in my muscles in my stomach, and I don't know what that's about other than just it's like starting to stretch out. Usually if I feel like that muscle pain or just those types of like achiness, I know that my stomach is growing. So like I can usually expect that the next week, like I'll be significantly bigger. So those are the only symptoms that are new this week. Any cravings that I've had? I really haven't had anything like super strong, but I'm back to drinking some carbonated beverages. I don't like carbonated like water, so it's usually something sweeter. Not necessarily like soda, but sometimes I'll get the waters from like Walmart that are carbonated. I think they're like 50 cents or something, and I love them. Try not to do it every day just because it can impact like my digestion, but that would be a craving. Still eating fruit. I had blueberries today that were like bomb, but most of all, I would just say that I really like eating like some things every single day. So like nachos, I'm usually like homemade, you know, healthier nachos, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, what else? There's one other thing. Oh, the Austin peanut butter and cheese crackers. Like I don't have any right now because I forgot to add them to my Walmart order, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I add that? Obviously I want it like every day. So yeah, that is it. Any aversions? Usually I'll say no. Like lately that's been the trend, but I think of like a Sonic burger or like a hamburger from fast food and I want to barf. I know that I would enjoy it still if I ate it. Like we've had burgers at home and I liked it, but I think it's because first trimester when we did like that burger trying, I just felt really nauseous. Enjoyed it still, but it doesn't sit well with me. So that is my aversion this week. Emotional status, I feel pretty good this week. It's been a really busy week, which is great. And I noticed like I'm more impacted by a more stressful and busy week. Just I feel more like tired and just kind of like over it by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So I just need a break. All of you mothers out there, or even just parents out there that are taking care of like multiple children and then you have kids on the way. Like I can't imagine being pregnant and taking care of like 5 children like my mom did. I just can't imagine it. I would just be exhausted. So my workouts have been so good. Still doing, usually I'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then once on the weekend. Sometimes that weekend one doesn't happen. Sometimes I switch it to Thursday. So really in total, I'm only working out about 4 times. I'm hoping to add another day in to get a full 5. But they've been really good. I'm, you know, obviously just trying to be careful and still like just getting my heart rate up and making sure that I'm challenging myself, but not too much. So it's like a fine line. So what is baby doing this week? And just so you know, I'm pretty sure that this week I was like confident that I felt her move. So that's a big deal. I think that's so cool, and I think it'll start to obviously progress as the weeks go on. I find myself like searching for it, you know, like throughout the day. I'm like, was that something? Was that just digestion? But usually it's at night, like if I am laying on my side and then I switch to like my stomach for sleeping, I feel just like weird things going on. So I can't really explain it. It's more like thuds or like knocking versus like flutters or bubbles or gas. Like that's not been my experience. So as far as her size, so from head to booty, she is 6 inches and 8.5 ounces. So this is all we could find that was 6 inches. It weighs more than 8.5 ounces for sure. But yeah, are we sure about this? That seems big. I was kind of thinking like that big. Dang. How is that even fitting? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's see what she's doing. Sensory development is exploding, apparently. And arms and legs are more like proportional now, which I feel like I say that every week. I don't. And this, I thought this was so funny. It says pickling prevention. So a waxy protective coating called the vernix caseosa is forming on your baby's skin to prevent it from pickling in the amniotic fluid. Yes, hopefully that all works out, because I'd rather not have a pickled baby when I give birth. So yeah, that is it for baby. Any new purchases? No, not this week, but I did purchase it last week. Pretty sure it was last week. And I just didn't show you guys. It is a huge body pillow. I just got like one of those U-shaped. I didn't want to bring it in because it's so big, but it is amazing. I can see myself sleeping with it even when not pregnant. It's just like, I'm a side sleeper, so I like having my leg up on that pillow and my head and like me like wrapped around the edge of it. And then I could see how it will be pretty helpful when I get bigger. Another thing that I notice, like when I sleep and lay down, like I don't lay on my back obviously, but on my side everything just like scrunches and I can't breathe very well. And on my stomach I'm fine, it's pretty comfortable still. So anyway, I highly recommend a body pillow, but that's just my experience. High and low of the week. I have felt like it's a lot of highs this week, not really a lot of lows, other than it just being a little bit more like stressful and busy of a week. I would say high is having the dog trainer here and working with her on getting Miley a little bit more shaped up. And we have her all week long, so we've been doing training every single day, and then Brad and I will keep that up. So it's just nice to have some, like a good foundation to go back to for when the baby comes and we have lots of visitors coming to see the baby, that kind of thing. We don't want to have to worry about Miley and what she's gonna do. So that is what we've done this week. And then low of the week, yeah, like I said, just busy. Nothing crazy happened though, so that's good. All right, how is Brad feeling? He was very busy this week as well, so I think he's feeling like he needs a good weekend break. But at our building progress, it's been really going, losing my voice, really going, as far as downstairs and upstairs. So I just feel like there's a lot going on. So hopefully it's all over with and done by the time the baby comes. Now let's look at Bump.